All right, shalom, shalom. Real Hebrew Israelite coming week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America and this society. We'll start out giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. And the few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. So I just want to hop into a quick sit down. And basically, man, how, hey, them race wars is coming, man. It's coming. And that's prophesied in the Bible. And this dude is going to speak on some of that, because it's about to go down. And I'm going to let him go ahead and speak because it's about to get real, man. Gas prices is shooting up. Food shortages is coming. It's about to get real, man. That invading one another is coming. I'm going to go and turn the volume down. Let it play.
All right, everybody, we have a real problem going on, and things are starting to get scary. The cost of gas, truckers are having problems delivering food to the grocery stores, and we are expecting, according to Fox News and some CEOs of different grocery store chains, we are expecting shortages and price increases to come both in the months of July and August. I was sent this information from a trucker who delivered it via a Facebook post. It says, I need to get something off of my chest. I generally refrain from talking politics and especially making political posts. However, I need to say this. What I'm going to post is real, not somebody that's a friend, a cousin, a sister, a neighbor, or anything that's happening to them. I own a small trucking company, and I did a little bit of research and background on his background and was able to see that he does. And this is where the fuel crisis is going in our country. So this directly affects me, he says, you, your children, and our country. Today, I filled up my truck to deliver products that help keep our country fed. When I filled them up, it cost me $1,149.50. That is for one truck, he says, for 1 day of fuel. I own 3, so the 1 day of operation is costing me $3,448.50. Yes, we use a full tank of fuel every single day, sometimes more than one tank depending on the driving. My trucks generally run 5 to 6 days per week, so we'll just estimate on the low side and say 5. That's $17,242. Last week, it was over $20,000 for 1 week that I have to pay out of my pocket to try and not just keep my family fed, but my employees and our country. Mark my words, he says, we are on a downhill slide to the worst recession, I note depression, that our country has ever seen. If you don't believe me, he says, I implore you to do your own research. Trucking companies are going under left and right, literally hundreds per week. Now, when you think of trucking companies, you're not thinking of the big ones, the big ones that you see all over the United States of America. It doesn't take that to be a trucking company. It takes one guy in one truck, one guy in 3 trucks, 2 guys and 6 trucks, a small organization. And he's right, they are going bankrupt every single week. We're seeing these bankruptcies take place because they literally cannot afford to put fuel in their trucks and make it from a shipment from one place to another and then have a profit at the end of the week. And so they're saying, no, I'm going to sell my truck, I'm going to claim bankruptcy, and I'm going to go into another job. That's a real problem for you and me because we're going to see shortages take place across the entire USA. And if it's happening here, then it is happening literally everywhere. You're going to start to see these problems. And when these problems start to affect the American people in a way that they can no longer deny or avoid, that is when you're going to have riots. That's when you're going to have protests. That's when you're going to have...
Credit Karma makes it really easy to understand your...
All right, going back.
In a way that they can no longer deny or avoid, that is when you're going to have riots. That's when you're going to have protests. That's when you're going to have people breaking into other people's homes for food. We're already seeing food theft increase across the USA at a corporate level. You have CEOs and theft management departments all warning that they're seeing 20, 30, sometimes 60, 90% increases in food theft. This is a massive crisis because when the thieves cannot get their food, and don't get me wrong, I'm kind of on the fence here. You have people who need to feed their family, and you have some people who have no options. And so they feel like their only option is to go out and take it from a corporation. What I mean by being on the fence is I'm glad they're not doing it yet from your home or from someone else's home. So we have a massive problem that is starting right now. And the real issue is that we're just at the very beginning. If you've been following this channel long enough, you know that we exercise our right to protect ourselves, to defend ourselves, and to prepare for unknown events or the things that we do know that are unraveling across our country and our world. And in that preparation, we have seen time and time again the things that are coming down the pipeline. We saw the COVID problems before they were ever mentioned on main news sites and organizations. We saw the lockdowns coming before it was ever mentioned, and we had people left and right saying that would never happen in America. We see the depression coming right now. We see the violence increasing. We see the lack of ability for policing to affect our social order. It's all over the place. And then you throw in the mix, world war, famine from crop shortages and crop failures, weaponizing of food and oil, an energy crisis, and we are looking at a catastrophe unlike anything we have ever.
So I'm gonna let it play, just let 5 minutes play, cause I might do more. Like I'm gonna probably do more videos just on this one video, cause it's a lot that he was saying. But man, it's coming. He said it. It's coming, man. Everything that he said is prophesied in the scriptures, man. And that's that second Esdras. 14. I don't know. I think it's 15. Yeah, 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there should be sedition amongst men, and evading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions should stand in their power." And that's what's going to be happening, evading one another. People going to be breaking in each other's houses. People are going to be killing each other. The famine is coming. All of this stuff is happening, man. And we've been telling you this for the longest. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able, for because of their pride, the city should be troubled, the houses should be destroyed, and men should be afraid. A man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulations. So that's coming. And he said this is the beginning of it, man. You know? So everything we've been telling everybody in this world, prophesying and letting these words be known, is happening, which lets you know that these scriptures are very real and there's nothing you can do about it. This is Matthew 24, 7. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there should be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." And you seeing the famine is on the uprise now. The earthquake's been here. And you see kingdom against kingdom and nation against nation. You see it in that. So this is not a game, man. Everything we've been letting people know is happening, and what are y'all going to do about it? The only ones that's going to wake up and be protected by this is the elect. If you ain't of the elect, you're going to be destroyed. You know? That's why we make these videos, because who are we warning? We're warning the elect of Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The chosen. That's it. We're not warning. We letting them know what's going to happen. But we really just warning the elect. The chosen. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And he said this is the beginning of this. So this is the beginning of sorrows. Then should they deliver you up to be afflicted, and should kill you. And ye should be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And they're going to try to deliver us and kill us. You know, that's what they're going to do. Lord willing, man, we don't taste death, because it says some that shall not taste death. But we're going to do this in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Plain and simple. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And that's going to happen, man. That's what you're seeing, man. A lot of these false prophets are deceiving the people. You know, the only ones that's not going to be deceived is the elect. But these people out here who ain't teaching the correct doctrine, who not warning the people what's about to happen, it's about to be a lot of blood on their hands. Like it says, the blind, that leader the blind shall fall into a ditch. So you're going to have that blood on your hand, like it says in Ezekiel, because you're not warning the people of these things that's coming. And these things are coming fast now. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And the love of many is going to wax cold. You know, a lot of people are about to get really cold out here, cold-hearted. So you got to have that mindset to be ready for these things that's about to come. This is not a joke, man. For then, skip to verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not seen the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor even shall be. It's gonna be wild times that's coming. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Because if the days wasn't shortened, the elect wouldn't make it, man. So these are the things that was about to happen into this world. You know, the destruction is coming, you know. And we got to hope that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is on our side in that day. Because these things is not going to play around. The Lord is about to shake this place. You know, it's about to be crazy out here. You know, this is Isaiah 13:13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. And the wrath of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his furious anger, and it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Because it's about to get crazy out here. The Lord about to shake this place. He about to shake this earth, man. It said the earth shall rock to and fro like a drunkard. And that's going to happen when the missiles hit this place. Because he said World War III. That's all coming. Everything is going to hit at once. Especially the MOTB. The final thing before the destruction of this place. Before the end game World War III. That MOTB is about to be pushed in place. So this is not going to be no game, man. You know, their children also should be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses should be spoiled and their wives ravished. And a lot of women about to get ravished out here. So this is not a game no more. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is about to bring terror upon this place. And you better hope that you're on the right side. Because it's not going to let up. It's going to keep coming. And that's what's going to happen. He said it right here, which I'm going to close it out with this. Isaiah 55:11. It says, so shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. And it's going to prosper. The Lord always going to win. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will never fail. Plain and simple. And these things are happening. So, hey, whose side are you on? With that, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work, and the few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. Keep pushing and doing the work. Shalom, Barakathum, and a Bible ball.